Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how I clean my makeup brushes, and I have a couple of face brushes here for you, a foundation brush, a more fluffy brush, a setting brush, and then a highlighting brush. It's what I use to highlight. And then I also have a couple of eyeshadow brushes. I have just a flat shader brush, I have a definer brush, and then I have a petite shader brush. And I didn't have very many brushes that I needed to wash today, so I'll be washing these for you and just showing you how I do that, because I know there's a lot of questions and there's not really very many answers that answer it well for how to wash your makeup brushes, at least I don't think. And I'm also going to be showing you how I clean my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. It's also how you could clean your beauty blender if you don't want to buy that solid cleanser, but I know a lot of people like that, so if that's how you do it and it works for you, then all the power to you. It is very, very important to clean your makeup brushes. If you notice that you're breaking out really easily, if your makeup isn't applying as well as it used to, if you can't get true color, like you're using an eyeshadow and it's not true to color, all of these things can be caused by not cleaning your brushes. I would say that you should deep clean your brushes at least once a week, and I'm sometimes lazy with this because everyone gets lazy. It's just the way we are, but you should clean your makeup brushes once a week, at least once every 2 weeks, and just bare minimum once a month, but that's kind of pushing it into the gross side, and it's not very healthy to not clean your makeup brushes more often than that. But, I mean, if you also notice that your brush's life isn't very good, like your bristles start falling out really easily and your brushes don't work as well anymore, just think about how often you wash them. If you have never washed your makeup brushes and they are deteriorated after 6 months and all the hairs fall out, it's because you haven't been taking proper care of them. Think of your brushes like you think of your hair. You're going to wash your hair like at least twice a week, maybe less, because it's not good to wash your hair every single day. But you wash your hair, you condition your hair. Think of the bristles in your brushes the same way you would think about the hair on your head. You wouldn't allow product residue to build up in your hair for 7 months and expect to have really nice hair. So just please, if you take anything away from this video, please take away the fact that you need to clean your makeup brushes, okay? Just find a way to clean your makeup brushes, and what I am showing you is the cheapest way to clean your makeup brushes. The way that I have found to do my brushes is exactly how artists clean their paint brushes. So it's very good for your brushes. It doesn't get in I think it's called the ferrule. Yeah. It doesn't mess with the glue in there if you do it correctly. If you do the tips and tricks that I tell you, it won't mess that up. And I have cheaper brushes. I have like e.l.f. brushes, and there's no shedding with this method. It works beautifully on all my brushes. It kills the germs. It takes off the sebum that builds up on the bristles, and it's just a really good way to clean your brushes. So it's very simple. You only need 2 things. You need extra virgin olive oil, and make sure it's extra virgin. And this is just, it helps condition your brushes, and it also helps break down product on your brushes if there's a lot of product stuck in the hair. So say you have an eyeliner brush that you use for gel eyeliner. It's very good at getting all of that eyeliner out of those bristles. All you need other than that is antibacterial dishwasher soap, and any dishwasher soap will work. It doesn't have to be Palmaville, but antibacterial really is important because this is what will kill all the germs that collect in your brushes. I'm gonna get started and show you how to do this now. I'm sorry the angle is weird. I'm in my kitchen and I'm filming right now on my laptop just because that's what I have going right now, but I hope that's okay with you. I'm just gonna show you right now how I make my little cocktail for my deep cleaning of my brushes. So you shouldn't take equal parts. You should take more soap, more dishwasher soap than olive oil. So I'm just going to show you right now about how much I put. I just take a plastic plate like this, and depending on the amount of brushes, it depends on how much I squeeze out. But I'll just do a lot so you can see, but if you're only doing a couple of brushes, you don't need this much, but yeah, just here. It just looks like this right here. And then you're gonna take your olive oil, and you don't need as much olive oil as you do soap, like I said. So just, that's your soap. Just take about 2/3 of what you used, or not even 2/3. Just take a little bit, and you'll see it'll start to mix with that soap there. I like to just leave it in separate parts like this, leave it a soap part and an olive oil part, because sometimes it's hard to wash out that olive oil from the brushes, so you don't want to get too much. It's just get a little bit on each brush, but if there's one really difficult brush, then get more olive oil. I'm going to take this brush right here. It's my foundation brush. It's a very firm brush. This method works for all brushes, but just dip a little bit here into the soap. So I'm dipping it into the soap side, getting it pretty coated in that, and then just a touch in the olive oil side. And you can also see that on the brush, hopefully. And then you're going to take your hand and just rub it in circular motions on your hand. And before, I had some foundation residue on this brush, so a good way to know when to stop rubbing it on your hand is to just look and make sure it looks pretty white. It looks pretty white like it was originally when I bought it, so I'm just going to do it a little bit more. And here I'm going to bring this down so you can see me at the sink. So it just looks like this right now, right? So you were rubbing it on the back of your hand, and it just looks like this. So go to the sink, and I'm making it a little bit cold. You don't want it to be too warm or the bristles will fall out. So now I'm just going to start running it under the water in circular motions, same way. And just use your fingertips and really go in circular motions, and don't be afraid to push down the brush. It won't ruin it because we're going to reshape the brushes at the end. When the water starts to run clear, you know you're about to be done. So the water's starting to run clear now. And after you know it's clean, just run it on the back of your hand a couple more times. Make sure there's no soap coming out. Just make sure it is very, very product free. There's no soap, there's no olive oil, and that'll make sure that your brushes maintain its quality better. And never ever put water up past this part right here, because that's where the brush closes in on itself and the glue is holding the hairs together. That's how the brush stays abreast. So you don't want the water going up in here. So always hold it down when you're cleaning it. And then when you're drying it, always make sure it's pointed down or it's tilted down or flat. Never ever put it straight up. That will ruin your brushes. Okay, it's good now, so I'm going to turn off the faucet. I'm going to kind of splatter paint it, but not really, just the motion we would do for that, just to get that excess water out. And then I'm going to wrap my hand around it like this and squeeze it through my hand so we can reshape it into the shape it needs to be. And you can be pretty tough with this because you want your bristles to stay the shape that they were originally. So yeah, just do that a couple times. And this also helps you know if all the soap is out because you're squeezing the bristles. So you can just see how I shaped that right there and how clean it is now, all white. And then after that, just a lot of people have brush guards so they can stand their brushes up and let them dry, but I don't have that. So I just get a paper plate and usually a paper towel, but I didn't have any, so it's just a hand towel. But I place it so that the bristles are down and it's slightly tilted because of the edge of the plate. So I just set each brush like that so it's at a tilt and the water will run down as it's drying. Other than that, just leave it to dry like this overnight. It should be dry by the next day and you're good to go. will show you how to clean the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So I get it wet first, just like you would before you apply any concealer or anything. So there it's at its larger size now. And then I just put some more of that dish soap directly on the sponge. Quite a bit, it's okay. And then you massage it into the sponge. It's that easy, just massage into the sponge. And you don't need to use water at first. You will see a lot of foundation color come out. That's normal. That shows you you're doing it right. It will be kind of gross. But yeah, just try to make your beauty blender or Real Techniques sponge look like it was originally, the original color. So just try to get all the face makeup out of it. Just kind of rub at it and squeeze it. And once it looks pretty much entirely orange or pink or black or whatever color the sponge is, you can turn on the water again and start pumping. Allow the water to fill the sponge entirely and squeeze it out, and do that over and over and over again until all of the soap is out. This is very tedious, but if you don't do it right, then your sponge isn't going to work as well. Okay, so it's about good now, so just squeeze it a million times, get out as much water as you can. And now your sponge that was very, very dirty before is perfectly clean, all orange, all the same color. It's funny, it's orange and it smells like oranges because of my soap, but yeah, it works really well. Easiest way to clean your makeup brushes, to deep clean them. And very, very cheap and affordable. Just, I would highly recommend washing your makeup brushes this way. That's all I really have to show you about this. Cleaning your makeup brushes is very simple, very affordable, very fun. In my opinion, I think it's pretty fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helped you out and answered some of your questions that maybe weren't answered in other videos. I'm sorry the background's not the best and the angles weren't the best and I was sometimes out of screen, but I really just wanted to teach you how to clean your makeup brushes more than anything, so hopefully you learned how to do that and enjoyed this video like I said. But yeah, just clean your makeup brushes. It's important. Clean your makeup brushes. It's good hygiene, and I don't have anything else to say except for thank you for watching so much, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to do more videos sort of like this, showing you how to care for your beauty tools and whatnot, because it is very important. Your beauty tools are what you use to apply your makeup, and if they're not in good shape, your makeup's not going to be in good shape either. So have a good day wherever you are, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.